Hey, good morning, y'all. What's up? It's your boy Garrett Spencer. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's Sunday going so far? Yeah, so I just wanted to make this video of a part two on what I was what I was talking about yesterday on where some of the retro gamers have gone and why because and I just I also just want to get give my second thoughts on what I was talking about yesterday, and yeah, my like I said, my thoughts on my thoughts on that on what I was talking about yesterday on where some of the guys have gone and why. Yeah, my thoughts really, I mean, okay, I understand. I really do I understand. Some of the reasons why. Like I said, people. People's getting older. Their lives are changing, and they got other stuff going on. They have like other stuff going on. Like they some people they have kids. Some people might have kids, and then sometimes they need room for those kids. Have a room for kids to sleep and whatnot, and people just moving on to bigger and the bigger and better things. Some people also, have jobs with killer that have to work killer hours and whatnot. And of course, I've been there and done that last year. You guys are aware of that. The job I had last year was really extreme. Working from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. 6 days a week, every other week, and whatnot, and ate up most of my day and went through a lot of bullshit and you know customer, asshole customers and employees and whatnot, and it was taking up my whole entire day, and it was frustrating, and I didn't get enough time to get to do what I love to do at home, and one of the things you guys know that I like to do is game and do live streams for you guys and whatnot, and that's why I made it an effort to get out of there and go back to doing what I was doing for you guys, which was gaming and live streams and doing what I love to do. But I mean, and I'm just glad I got out of there and that I'm back to doing that for you guys, because like I said, you guys are the greatest. You guys show me the appreciation and love, and I really do appreciate that. I really appreciate you guys watching the videos and coming through to show y'all's appreciation to my live streams and whatnot, and I'm happy and thankful for that. But I mean, but I mean, yes, half of my thoughts are like is what I just said, is I understand why, but it's just like and then like for instance, couple of days, like I believe it was Wednesday, yeah, maybe Wednesday. Okay, I was FaceTiming and talking to a retro gaming star on where that I might have an answer to where some of the retro gamers have gone and why, and that was a question you guys had too last year, on where they've gone and where they're at now. And I basically told Retro Gaming Star on some of the stuff I was just telling you guys. Some people find retro games, collecting them and having them, pointless, and that like they're useless, and there's no point in them having them around because they're taking up too much space in a house. And just like just like the JT Smash, asking himself, "Oh, do I think that retro games are useless?" And he said, "Yes, they are," because he had pulled out a box from underneath his table in the basement of a Sega Genesis connected to I think it was like a Sega CD thing or whatnot. I think that's what it was, and he had a game inside of there. And like him and some other people, say they hang up their retro games on their shelves and bookshelves, whatnot, because just for memories. And I said, okay, I understand. I could relate to that. Having them on your bookshelves, hanging them up wherever, okay, because they're memories. You've bought them, you've collected them over the years, you've had them, you kept them and whatnot. Yeah, I understand. And then like they have second thoughts in their head. Okay, well, if they're not even going to play them or do anything with them, then they just want to just sell them and give them away, and and look at them like, okay, they're useless, they're worthless. There's no point in me collecting them. Like, and then one person I think who said given the reason why he quit retro gaming was basically because it was taking up too much space on his bookshelf, and the fact that like he got kids and he's getting older, and like he'll play one game for 5 minutes, and then it's like if he could play one game for 5 minutes, then it's like there's no point in him playing another game. I can't remember his name though, but it was just a video that I had watched on Tuesday. But that's what my first half of the thoughts on or that is. Yeah, okay, I can understand. But my second half of the thoughts on those on that is I don't think you should. I don't think you guys. I don't think they're worthless. I don't think they're worthless, and I don't think they're pointless. Because I mean, retro gaming is what really made video games in the first place. Popular and good. And the Japanese, like I said, invented these games from the time before we were born, and at the time when we were born, we were born, and they also shipped them off to us in the United States, in the U.S. And that's why you see, okay, this game on PS2, this game Japan import, because that was the game that the Japanese had made and invented. And funny thing is, excuse me, even though when the Japanese invented these games and whatnot, and they talk, from what I was told by my granddad, and they wouldn't even, and they don't even let their own kids play because they don't want their kids being addicted to them. But I mean, retro games really is what made video games, popular, and that's basically how it all started in the first place. And then you see, okay, like some of the popular games on PS2. You might find exclusive games. Then you see people talking about, oh, they need to remaster this. They need to remaster this on the PS3. They need to remaster this on PS4. They need to remaster this. They need to remaster that. But I mean, and that's what I mean. That's how it all started. I mean, just like where would we be? What would we be doing today if video games wasn't made in the first place? But I just, like I said, my thoughts on this is I just think that some of these people, definitely, yeah, just like Dr. Josh said yesterday on my video, that people, yeah, they should have listened to y'all when y'all were trying to tell them, like, don't turn y'all backs on the retro games, because like I said, later on down the line, y'all might look back and regret it and say, damn, I wish I wouldn't have given this away, and that you guys wish y'all still had it. But guess what? Wishing is like, once you get rid of it and sell it, you're not getting it back. So yeah, you guys should have probably reconsidered and thought about that, and just, don't turn your back on old stuff, because you just never know. You might go on to YouTube, you might see a game that you guys may have never heard of or never seen or played, and you guys wish, man, I never seen or knew about this game. Maybe I should have kept this system or whatnot, and so that way I would have had my chance to play. I would have had my chance to play it and have it. But now the fact is that you guys got rid of the system. Then it's like you can't play it unless you're going to buy another PS2 or another Xbox or older game or whatnot. You lost it. You gave it away. So I mean, to me, that's just the people that turn their backs on the old retro games. Like I said, I mean, that's y'all's loss. But nobody's making y'all do anything. But sometimes just gotta reconsider. But yeah, I mean, like, retro games, they put I mean, like I said, we the community, y'all, and I'm glad to be a part of the community. I'm glad that I'm supported, and I'm glad to be supported by you guys, and I'm glad that I could give my support to y'all as well. And like I said, gaming is just a thing that I love to do. Gaming is a thing that I love to do, and that's why I got, I'm glad that I was able to, like, tell y'all what some of my favorite systems are, what some of my top 5 or 10 games was, and the controllers that I love to use and whatnot. But and that's just what I have to say. That's just my thoughts on what I have to say about that, y'all. So I mean, yeah, let's keep this thing going. Let's keep this retro community and this retro gaming thing going and playing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm proud that they remade the older systems, and that way give the kids and people a chance to see what they missed out on, what how this whole thing all started in the first place. So and I mean, with me, I'm not gonna lie. The only system that I had traded, that I had one point before I had started, this whole YouTube live streaming and making videos and whatnot back in 2017. I ain't gonna lie, I did have an N64, but I also ordered a GameCube. So I traded my N64 in the games that I had for for some game for games on game for some GameCube games at the exchange. So I'm not gonna lie, I did trade in my N64. So that's like the only system that I had on the retro game that I traded in, and then that's when I started getting collecting GameCube games as well. So I mean, I'm not gonna lie about that. But it's just funny because I got the when I bought um the GameCube, I forget how much it was, because I was gonna get the Mario Go Kart N64, I mean 64 on the Nintendo 64. I can't remember how much it cost. I think it was like $40 or something on Amazon. But then I'm thinking, okay, the GameCube is $40 on Amazon as well. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna pay $40 for one game on a system. I'm thinking, damn, if it's gonna charge me that much, I'm thinking, damn, I'll just get the GameCube then. I'll just trade the N64 in with some of the games that I got and just get some GameCube games. Cause I mean, I don't know, just didn't find that worth it. But yeah, like I said, that's I just wanted to give some more thoughts on, make a part two on this video that on the stuff that I talked about yesterday, and gave some of my thoughts on this. And another thing is radical racial, also came up with a point when he made a video talking about, asking, does he think the retro games are useless or not? And he said no, and along goes with some other videos that I watched. Now he came up with a good point though too, when he said, okay, back when he was a kid, his mom bought him a Super Nintendo, so I guess to keep him out of trouble, keep him inside, because I don't know, just to give him something to do while he's in the house. And then he also said that his mom told him that, okay, yeah, when you're a kid, as your kid, enjoy your life being a kid and whatnot, because you got freedom and whatnot, and you could do basically what you want to do until you become an adult. Then you'll have responsibilities, bills to pay, and whatnot. But yeah, that's actually a good point. That's actually a good point too. But I mean, it's funny because then you figure, if you go over people's houses, you go over adults' houses, you figure, okay, this person's an adult, but I mean, I thought, he's supposed to have responsibilities and bills to pay and whatnot. But you see adults with video games too, with game systems in their house too. So it's just like, how are they pulling that off? How can they do that? I guess depending on your job, depending on the your pay rate, and depending on how much money you got and you save. So, but I understand that. But I understand though. But anyway, I just wanted to get, like I said, I just wanted to give my other thoughts on, make a part two of this video when I talked about yesterday, and give more of my thoughts about on what I said. So it's pretty much all I have to say, y'all. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So, y'all know what to do. This is your boy Garrett Spencer. You guys take it easy, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace and I'm out. And remember, y'all, once a gamer, always a gamer. Keep on gaming, y'all.